All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kapidash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS of all of well, and peace, blessings, salutations for the hopefully elect. And Salaki. This is Shaquaka Rao from GMS Virginia. And I want to go into Ecclesiastes 4. Talks about the injustice that's going on in this world. This is the G&T version, Good News Translation. Those will you be edified. So it says, Ecclesiastes 4:1. Then I looked again at all the injustice that goes on in this world. And one thing, which is mighty funny to me, is that, all these so-called Christians and everybody that Catholics, mainly Christians, they always have 1,000 questions on, us being Hebrew Israelites. And, you have the beloved elder Yashawamba go into that as well with the video. I was just watching it not too long ago. And, you had a Christian maniac, which was talking about, I think it was going into Galatians 4, Salaki, if I butchered it, talking about the allegory about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and the 12 tribes, basically saying it was a mythical story. And, you got to ask yourself these things, why we always question. This is not something we cleave to, or, this is not something we, how you call it, stumbled, I wouldn't even say stumble across, but this is not something that we stole. This is, when we were born in this society, in this captivity, we were Hebrew Israelites. And through Yahweh Shah, through the Spirit, and bringing back the elect, which it says in our captivity, we shall call on thy name. And those names is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We, through Yahweh Shah, was given that light. And that were questioned. Thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. And it's no, through history, reckoning, deciphering precept upon precept. We have gone through these scriptures, starting with our elders, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah, proving that we are the Israelites. And the Lord did a wonder and a sign and left it there so you can tell. And it's evident. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Hispanics and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites. Because when you want to look at injustice, just go to the so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanic, Native Americans. They've been wronged. We've never been put back in our own land. We would never give back no reparations. We never had payback or nothing. Nobody has gone to jail or been punished for what they did to us as a nation. So, why is the question? You got a scripture in Revelation 2:9. I know the blasphemy of them that call themselves Jews, which are not. And you have a people out here that are the Jewish, and nobody questions them. Is it because you have money? Is it because they have the power? Is it because they're writing checks and they're throwing around fake money? I wonder why. But there's a lot of injustice that goes on in this world. The oppressed were crying and no one would help them. See, so basically only through Yahweh Shah we will get our help and aid. No one would help them because their oppressors have power on their side. And what powers do these Edomites have? Is on the left-hand side. The spiritual demon Satan, which he works for Yahweh. So ultimately Yahweh has Esau in the trick bag, because the power that they have, they truly believe that they're going to win. I envy those who are dead and gone. They are better off than those who are still alive because of the affliction. And two-thirds, what two-thirds are seeing is that due to the fact that they haven't been given the knowledge and wisdom and understanding and the light through Yahweh Shah, they're ready to crash and burn, and they're ready to lose their rockers, man. I'm talking to a lot of Jakes out here, and that you can just tell, they're like, yo, this is, it has to be something better than this. But it says, but better off than either are those who have never been born, who have never seen the injustice that goes on in this world. Because, what we understand what's going on, and we understand it's going to be a great deliverance through Yahweh Shah. But sometimes it can get rough, and things are getting harder. We have to bite down more. It's getting much more crazy, much more eviler. It's probably not a word, but hey, it is what it is. I've also learned why people work so hard to succeed. And ultimately, in this society that we live in now, since Esau makes it so hard, people are literally working 14 hours, or there's like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm not working anymore. I'm done, I'm tired, I'm scamming, I want this quick money, I want fast money. It is because they envy the things their neighbors have. And what Esau did was pretty much put everybody against each other. They put Jake, mainly you Jakes, they put you Jakes against each other, and then they also made you idolize and envy the so-called white man, because he's the one that has the power and the riches and the money, and basically the image that, he's the winner. But it is useless. It is like chasing the wind. Because ultimately we understand that the Lord is going to destroy America. They say that we will be fools to fold our hands and let ourselves starve to death. Maybe so, but it is better to have only a little with peace of mind than be busy all the time with both hands trying to catch the wind. And that's the mindset of the elect. Because we understand we're going to, we're not going to have we're not going to have that much here on this side, because just look at how evil these things are. Really in this time we're living in, you really don't want that big mansion. You really don't want that nice, fancy, top-notch car. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong to have if you have it, but you get what I'm saying. What's about to come down the pipeline, is going to be very critical. And a lot of times, it's really a mindset. You can have, I'm not saying you can't have a nice fancy car, different things, but it's really the mindset. All in all, you have to know that big house is not the end, the end of be all. Your little hot little fancy car is not the end all be all. You're a lot of times when you have a lot of top-notch cars, you get the wrong attention. If you have a mansion, you get the wrong attention because you seem rich, and we understand when you have money, that's when a lot of funny people come around. So it says, I have noticed something else in their life that is useless. Here is someone who lives alone. He has no son, no brother, yet he always working, never satisfied with the wealth he has. And that's a lot of people. A lot of people really. Well, it's many videos out there now that are lingering. I have no friends, I have no kids, I have no family, but yet, always at work, always at work, always at work, career, career, career. For whom is he working so hard and denying himself any pleasure? So people here in America, and also by Esau making things so hard, he's burning people out. People really have to work two, 3 jobs to pay rent, mortgage, or your car insurance, food, and etc. And this whole time they made this notion that everybody can do everything on their own. He said this is useless too, and a miserable way to live. Yep, trying to burn yourself out and just try to chase everything because you're greedy. You're not satisfied. And a lot of women is going to learn this too late, and a lot of men. So it says, verse 9, 2 are better off than one. Family, how you say it? Family is structure. Prior to what you see today, families were tight at one time. A man and a woman. You had men that will go out and hunt. You had men that had brotherhoods, which were, how you say it, which leads and proceeds and continues on, life. I'm not saying man and man on man. I'm saying, friendship, unity, family continues on the legacy, and makes the world turn. Men are builders, when men have wives, children come forth, and ultimately of unity and order, because together they can work more effectively. You see that? If one of them falls down, and one thing about America, here in America, you know, it's such a burden for somebody to hold everything, one person to hold everything up, and that's why these people are finding bad coping habits to try to take off that burden. The other can help him up, but if someone is alone and falls, it's just too bad because there's no one to help him. And a lot of people is going to it's going to be too late for them to understand this. If it is cold, two can sleep together and stay warm. But how can you keep warm by yourself? Two people can resist an attack that would defeat one person alone. Just like, for instance, if you had a business or a so-called community, if you had a business and Esau put an embargo on you, basically you have another brother that's in business or have some assets, he could bail you out and help you out. And in general, a rope made of three cords is hard to break. So it just showed you that how, when you're in unison with your nation and together, you're something to be reckoned with. So someone may rise from poverty to become king of his country, and that's ultimately what's going to happen because we have this notion that we lost, we've been defeated, but the elect understand that the Lord is ultimately going to rise us from this low state, or go from prison to the throne. But if in his old age he is too foolish to take advice, he is not as well off as a young man who is poor but intelligent. And a lot of times our people get it too late. Instead of them learning these things at a young age, they learn these bad habits all the way, till they get old, and by that time they're stuck in their ways. I thought about all the people who live in this world, and I realized that somewhere among them, there's the young man who will take the king's place. Let me see. There may be no limit to the number of people a king rules. When he is gone, no one will be grateful for what he has done. It is useless. It is like chasing the wind. And what you see in this world, let me see something. Hold on. Salaki. And one thing here in America, they are always constantly changing rulers and peoples and, the presidencies and whatnot. And, from the first president to now, you don't see, anybody that really understands or knows or what and really understood what took place on these people that were set up as in the ruling seat to govern America. These people come and go. They come in to, try to make it seem like they're changing and making things better, but all in all, this, nobody really considers. But the ultimate king, and the rulers that's going to come upon this earth is going to be, Yahweh Shah, and he's going to set things in order. because we understand that the scripture says, by the turn of things upside down. Let me just get it. So, Isaiah 29:16, surely a turn of things upside down shall be esteemed at the potter's clay. What shall the work say of him that made it? He made me not. What shall the thing framed of him that framed it say? He had no understanding. So basically, what Esau wants to do is, he's ruling, and turning things upside down. Everything that the Lord set straight. Esau is perverting it, and this is why you see the injustice that you see in the world. Poverty, oppression. You know, again, it's mighty funny. Here it is. This Esau, which is the king of the earth right now. You know, he's done so much evil and wickedness on the earth, but nobody questions what this man has done. Nobody questions Joe Biden. Nobody questions Trump, etc. It's just, how you are the Hebrew Israelites. But I'm gonna end it with that. Those where you was edified. Shalom.